Question for both of you. This is a team that kind of prided themselves on defense. What did you all think about their defensive effort against you all this evening?
This team is, I must say, a very good team. They're very well rounded. I think I'm pretty sure they've played together for a while, so they kind of give me that veteran vibe. Defensively, like when they played defense on us, especially in the first half, it was a little tough, just like because we're used to teams kind of like not I'm not saying like they're just like used to backing up off us and like playing honest defense, but they kind of put us to our challenges today in terms of sagging off in the paint in the first half, making the guards have to shoot those pull-ups and making the post entry passes pretty hard. So they did give us a little challenge in the beginning, but second half we definitely figured it out and figured out ways to score throughout the whole team. So
Yeah, definitely what Nala said. Mostly we just had to find ways to execute our offense. I think we struggled because we was getting late shots in the shot clock. Um, we just got to execute better, and that just takes us still getting great commodity with each other and getting to know each other as well. Now because we about to get ready to the fun of the fun. So we have to execute and we have to take care of the ball. Also because we had some turnovers that we didn't need to have tonight. So just taking care of the ball, emphasizing that the ball is very important to us because we just don't want to have to score off defense stops. We want to make people guard us, but and want to let them know that we can score the ball as well.
What did you guys learn from the UConn loss, and how did that help you tonight?
Me personally, me playing them before, I just I wanted to emphasize to the team that every day that we step on the court, we have to go out there and like playing like we're going to war. We just can't give up, and I feel like we gave up the second half. Even if it was five people out there, two people be playing hard, three people just out there in the lost land. I don't know if it was because like it was a great crowd or nothing, but we did not execute Louisville basketball, and we wanted to let our fans know and our people that we're gonna Louisville basketball women's basketball team is going to play hard because our fans are the best fans in the world. So you know what I'm saying. We don't want people to think we don't play hard and we just give up. So Olivia Kako, apologize to you guys for how we played for that, but that would never happen again. And I think Coach Walls and the coaching staff emphasized that, and I think that woke people up because that's embarrassing, and we were embarrassed because that team, they was a good team, but we matched up well with them, and we just sagged off, and I don't know if we got starstruck or what in the second half, but we just gave up and didn't play Louisville basketball at all. But like I said, we apologize for that, and we will be playing harder, and we want you guys to come back and watch us. So just be patient with us.
Facts. No, the second one she said definitely wasn't our basketball, and this is my second year here, and especially coming in last year with Mikasa, O, Riss, and a couple other players. Just that veteran and knowing what Louisville basketball is, and coming out this past weekend and playing against UConn and not playing the way we play basketball here. Just like apologize. I want to apologize to Louisville community as well because we play hard, and that was a game that obviously we learned from, and that's why this game we came out and we punched much harder because we know what the type of team we are, and we know what weapons we have, and we know what we can do defensively and offensively, not just offensively. So that game is past us, and we have games much more ahead of us. And when we come back from this Christmas break, it's definitely going to be fun, like O said, because we got a lot of games ahead of us, a lot of top 25 matchups ahead of us. So we have time to redeem ourselves. So, yes.
Nyla, it seemed like some of the buckets you hit today were probably the most momentum kind of shifting ones, and a lot of them were coming in the paint. What were you seeing on those openings, and just to kind of keep your team going through those stretches?
Honestly, like I just once I get one, the adrenaline starts going, and like it's just like I don't want to say it's just easy, but like when adrenaline starts going, I have a lot of energy. So those rebounds are kind of like momentum rebounds. Like I can get it, and I know that, okay, I get this rebound, I'm going to figure out a way. I must say that last year for me, those buckets that I did tonight, I wouldn't have been able to do last year because I did have to figure out ways to finish within the contact that was around me instead of just going straight up. So, like you said, they were momentum shift. I really appreciate that. But no, just off of my energy and my adrenaline and just playing with a lot of energy and effort is what helped me to get those offensive rebounds and momentum shifting buckets. So, yeah.
Besides Daniels, this was a team that you all kind of dominated on the boards a little bit. So what was it that made you all so successful in that area of the game today?
Just being tough, boxing out our man, going to grab the ball at the top of our heads, not grabbing behind so they can just take the ball. Just being the aggressor. We have to show people that we are tough. So I think rebounding the basketball on the defense and the offensive board will show people that we're tough and that we're not backing down.
Yep. Just like O said, just we all have to rebound as a team, right? These games that we're getting ahead of, everyone has to crash because me and O are going to go against bigs where we got to push them out the paint and the guards are going to have to come crash. Or it may be times where me and O will be able to get the rebounds with those bigs. But at the end of the day, we got to have each other's backs, right? So if that rebound, I'm pushing out this big, I'm going to have trust that Kiki or Sid is going to be able to go get that rebound. So, like O said, we just fought today, and that's why we had more rebounds than them tonight. But it just came off of momentum, just wanting to fight, just wanting it. So, yeah.
I guess kind of going off of that, it didn't seem like they got many looks inside as far as layups. I think they only had like 10 layup attempts, something like that. I guess, would you just attribute it to that fight too, or how were you guys able to just kind of, I guess, win those matchups in the post there?
Knowing personnel, knowing our scout. As y'all guys, I don't know if you guys can tell, but our last few games, we just looked lost on defense. So our coaches had just been emphasizing we have to know the scout. We have to study. Like you study in school, you have to study basketball. You have to know people that you're guarding. It's just going to prepare you for the next level. So just knowing our personnel, studying our scout. And that's not even with the coaches. That's with us as players because we want to be good. So we have to study.
Yep, just like what O said, we got to put forth the effort. Just like you study for a test in school is the same way you study the game because these games that, like I said, we're going to be getting upon is really going to come down to scout. Like, seriously, like, everyone's going to be good, but we got to play to their weaknesses, and we got to be able to shift them off to what they can do and make them do something different. So scout is a really big thing, and that's what Louisville basketball is we're very scouted defense, and we make you do other things that you're not comfortable doing. So, yeah.
We've talked a lot about the schedule, and rightfully so, because it is bizarre kind of how it's set up where you had a number of tough teams leading up to this. Obviously, you beat an undefeated team, and now you have this long break before ACC play. How do you keep this momentum from this kind of victory and take that into ACC play, knowing that you do have this long of a stretch?
Me personally, I want to get back to a Final Four. So just right now, I'm finna go home and rest my body because I need it. But still doing what I need to do to be in the shape for my teammates so I can prepare myself for these games. But like I said, studying the game, studying my opponents, talking to my teammates, encouraging them, tell them this is going to be a long stretch, but I know we got this because that's why y'all came here. Just just passing on like Louisville basketball. We live for moments like this. We love top 25 matchups. We love tough competition because everybody want to be Louisville. So why not be excited for it?
Yeah. I mean, is doing great on these questions. But just a second, what she said. No, I'm honestly saying like, yes, we have a long stretch, right? But this time we're gonna go home and we're gonna get a moment of clarity for our minds to get ready for this, what's ahead of us. Because I think honestly that's great, but also making sure we're still staying in shape. That's most importantly. So when we get back, we're not behind. But again, the mental side, like just taking time off. So when we get back, we know what we have ahead of us and we know, okay, it's time to lock in. We've had enough time to take a break. This is the time for us to get ready and get prepared because it's a long stretch ahead of us. So, yeah.
Is kind of going back, you guys talking about how important scouting is. I guess what does that look like in terms of scheduling as far as like how much time do you dedicate to scout and what do you look for in that scout as opposed to how much time do you spend actually executing what you want to do?
Well, we out of school right now, so we're done with the first semester. So we're in the gym 24/7. If we're not shooting, we're going on how to guard this player specifically, or we're with coaches, just going to watch film with coaches on the Pacific players, or seeing how they guard. And you just like I said, studying the game, being in the gym, being a gym rat. And because we're not in school right now, so we have plenty of time. We stay right across the street for the gym, so why not be in the gym, learning what to do and what not to do, and just studying. Basically, that's how I look at it. Trying to teach my other teammates how to read a scout, because some of them didn't go over personnel and stuff like that. Just being a leader basically, and holding people accountable, because we all have jobs and we trying to win. So everybody got to execute their role.
Yeah, just learning the scout. I mean, like, whatever game that is, like, we got to be able to know how to play them, also how they're going to play us too, and knowing what things are going to work and what things aren't going to work. But honestly, just making sure we're playing honest defense, and our positioning and angles are really well in defense. But most importantly, scout is important. Just like I said, Louisville basketball is the scouting part of the defense, and we are known for that, making players feel uncomfortable doing the things they don't want to do. So, yeah.
Thank y'all.
Thank
Merry
you
Christmas.
guys. Merry Christmas.